This Edapulavan house from Kaladi is 5,000 square feet, 5-bedroom house. Now over to Anna for the comments. Anna, what do you think about exterior, landscape, form and character?
The house is very well located in site. From the main road itself, you get a very good, pleasing look for the house. In fact, I've stopped my car to just take a second look at this house once. The landscape is also very good. From the gate itself, they've used simple elements. They brought in orchids and palms. They've not overdone it, but still it slowly builds up that interest as we reach near the house. And even the paving tiles, it's picked up the terracotta color from the roof, the grey from the cladding, and it's a mix of both. So it goes very well with the green lawns around it. They've tried to use curved roof, which is not very common in Kerala. So they've tried to experiment with it, and they've brought that curved roof even to the main gate pillar. So that way they've tried to link that whole architecture with the landscape also. A couple of things I can say is I wish they had brought in that slope roof for the sunshade in the first floor also. That would have tied in, that would have made the elevation a little more better. But otherwise it looks very beautiful, and it's a house that deserves a second look.
And please comment.
I have similar things to say. It's got a very interesting form. Like she told, you would really want to wait and watch. Yeah. What was that that you saw just now? And there's a lot of forms that have been experimented. There are curved roofs, and they've tried to bring in some real contemporary approach into the whole thing. And the curves are actually looking good, and the driveway is very impressive. You have a very long driveway from the gate, and it's done well. Not much of landscaping, but I think that is enough. They don't have to have so much landscaping. Not all houses need to have so much landscaping, but it's done in an apt way. Porch you can see, and there's a small sit out also, the outdoor sitting area which you can see from the front. So it's very interesting.
Now coming to the interior space, flooring and kitchen.
As you enter, you see the double height courtyard that's done well with a very good cladding, and that kind of visually connects the upper floor and the ground floor. They've done the cladding, everything well, but inside the niches they've gone for, they've just put things without much thought. I think there should be some uniformity in the things that you keep in the niche, especially at the entrance. In the handrails, I saw an interesting mix of iron and wood. We are just used to wood, so they've tried something different in the handrail, so that looks good. Media room for this house, they could have done a little more better, because with some more, they could have made it richer with some dark wallpaper or a paint. They could have used black on the seating. Yeah. The kitchen seems practical, and they've gone for a glossy backsplash, which is good from a housewife's point of view, because it's easier to clean and all that. In the master bed, what I noticed is they have a big bed, but they've gone for a very small painting. When you have a massive furniture, you should have an artwork that matches to its scale. Otherwise, it looks very weak. Or they can go for multiple numbers, like the same size, more number of paintings. That would have given it some more balance to that wall. Then I even noticed a outdoor sitting area. Outdoor veranda that's been used as an outdoor living area. That's also very good. So on the whole, the interior planning looks good.
And what about you, Arun?
I find the house very appealing in the interiors. They have not gone for any contemporary detailing in the interiors. They've kept it very classic and simple. Classic in the terms, it's not gone very ornate either. So they have kind of toned down the classic character to suit with a little blend of modern styles. And the furniture is looking simple and very fresh. It's not overdone. That's basically, that is the whole theme. It's not overdone into a very classical side either, or not gone very mild down or simple line into a contemporary thing. Flooring is really interesting, very light colored. So that adds on to the light that is generally brought in by the windows.
Now what about the color decor and lighting?
They've cleverly brought in punches of color in the living room. If you notice, the curtains were light color, the sofa was beige, but then the punches where they brought in with red and green cushions. So that is that's very clever. False ceiling work is good. It's simple, and also the cladding stone work. They have not overused it just in the courtyard. Overall, it looks very elegant inside. So kudos to the house.
I love the ambience. Like what she told, they've brought in small things. I think they can furnish a little more. Means they have very light floors, white, very bright walls. So there won't be any harm in bringing a little more furniture to make it a little more cozier. Means, we don't do that kind of architecture or interiors here in our country. I mean, at least in the south it is not done. So something like that will actually enrich the whole thing. And staircase landing has small alcoves which look interesting. It looks pretty neatly done. Even kitchen is having a good set of arrangement. They have a small pantry. Though the white plastic chairs don't look anywhere near the other ambience, but still it is functional.
And what about the overall ambience?
Overall, I feel there is clever planning, and it allows the houses got a lot of privacy, even though it's situated on the highway. There is a right amount of privacy. There's a lot of greenery. They've tried to bring the outdoors in. So on the whole, a very good house.
I like the ambience. They have actually, I would say, more to the furnishing. Better furnishing is what they have done. Planning looks very simple. They have not, only thing they have experimented is the form. The furniture they have chosen kind of okay, apt to the location.
Now we have done with the comments. Now to the marks. Anna, for the exterior landscaping, form and structure.
For the very pleasing landscape, for the experimental thing they've done for the elevation, I just wish if the slopes in the first floor were a bit lower. I've given them 22 on 25.
Arun?
I like the exterior. The form is interesting. They have tried out the curves, they have tried out angular supports and slightly modern detailing along with some traditional beadings, plastic roofs, etc. and stone cladding. I would scale them on 21 out of 25.
Okay. And coming to the interior space, flooring and kitchen.
For the interesting interiors that opens up to the outdoors, I would give them 21.
Okay. Arun?
I like the interiors, decently done. The colors are quite simple. They have not tried anything very loud, but still they have kept the decor moving. Generally the decor, I mean the furnishing is good, the interiors look good. I'll give them 22.
Now for color decor and lighting.
Lighting is somewhere they can improve. Decor, they've tried bringing in punches of color, so I would give them 21 on 25.
Arun, you?
I would give like 21.
Okay. And for overall ambience.
Overall, this is a very nice house, so I've given them 23 on 25.
That's really good mark. Arun?
Ambience is really good. It's a place where you will love to be there. Lighting is good. Everything is on an average. So it's not bad. I'm telling average on a higher note. I will give 21.
So Edapulavan House Kaladi secures 87 from Anna and 85 from Arun. It makes a total of 172 out of 200. So catch us in our next episode of Idea Dream Home Season 5 with more interesting homes.